especially not with the lead.
Nice combo. MusicKing tries to break the combo with that immediate fair. He lands on stage again.
Yep, he goes direct to center stage. And look at PP just stutter stepping.
Wow. Snuffs out a second jump. Wow, he's looking like MusicKing right now with this mark. Oh.
Chef Big Dog up all night cooking.
You like it?
Yeah, we're gonna cook my...
All right, these guys are still warming up.
Yeah, just doing a little more hand warmers.
It's good though because one thing I heard is going from TV to TV, some players mentioned that even though CRTs have like the minimal amount of, like not a nominal amount of lag, going from TV to TV, they actually might have slight differences in timing. So going for hand warmers actually gets you accustomed to the television that you're about to play on, so that you don't mess up things that have really tight execution.
Right, and we definitely do also have an HD TV being used today, but we have AverMedia Live Gamer Pro attached to it.
All right.
Which I was playing on earlier, and I was really, really impressed. I didn't notice any difference in the frame rate at all. There was no lag, but I noticed it all played exactly like on the CRTs I was using earlier.
Yeah, I heard that might actually be employed for Evo, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think they were definitely discussing it. I know Mr. Wizard took one to Super Smash Sunday, and the players overwhelmingly gave it a good grade and said that it was very usable for competitive play.
Oh, there you have it. Well, here we go. Mirza already doing a great job of keeping Oven up. Dakis, but still doing a great job just keeping him up. He has to stay close to him as much as possible, and here's Oven's opportunity to get as much damage as possible. Really consistent with those edge cancellabilities.
Yeah, that was very, very nice. A little bit of that flash. And it looks like the Ganon could have a little bit of trouble with how small Toon Link is. Definitely doesn't want to go for some of the things that you would normally go and being afraid of coming with an up air out of shield and being too small, or being able to duck under it, or even just come up a little quicker than this character.
True. And he has to learn when to actually give up a combo, because Toon Link can just stick out a down air at some point to break a combo. And
right, yeah, you don't want to chase too high, because Toon Link definitely can come down with that down air and hit you pretty hard.
Great job using that Mega Bus.
Yeah, very nice.
And here he goes. Nice job trying to space those fairs, but Nice Oven still gets the grapple. Looks like Toon Link's grab actually has quite a bit of range.
Yeah, it's a pretty good range for how short the tether actually is. But it was a good job by Mirza just a few seconds ago, going for the Sparta kick, but tilting it downward, knowing that since Toon Link is a little shorter, he wanted to angle it towards the character so he didn't go over top.
Right, good job by Mirza getting in position, but nice use of that tether. Makes it back on stage unscathed.
Very good use of projectiles despite the small stage so far. So we'll see if he continues to use it going forward.
Ooh, he needs to be a little less liberal there with those down airs. It's going to spell trouble for him.
They do hang out for quite a while despite how strong it can be if somebody's trying to chase it.
I like the fact that Oven actually tossed out the boomerang and charged this forward smash, because right there it looked like he was an open target, but the boomerang was coming back, which could actually interrupt the Ganondorf.
Yeah, the boomerang on the backswing definitely is something that you want to watch out for. You think it's gone, it's going to come back into the picture, and it really could mess up any kind of combo.
Oh, good job by Oven. That hitbox actually goes down right through the platform.
Yeah, it did extend through the platform. It's going to come back into the picture. It definitely looks like he needed one of those.
Oh, nice. He gets the side B. That hitbox actually gets a nice jab. Right through the platform. Any damage is good damage.
Yeah, any damage is good damage. Definitely. Especially with Ganondorf.
Solid gets nice 71%. Mirza. Wow.
Unfortunate mistake.
And he just taunts. Oh my goodness. That usually helps get in the opponent's head. Some players actually start playing on tilt once they notice their opponent disrespects them.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to let them think they have too much of an upper hand, but at the same point, just going in. Trying to maybe make up a little bit of ground that you lost.
Nice up B.
Hitting them in the meat grinder.
I like
I would like to have seen it down or something like that.
Absolutely.
The ground that you lost.
I believe Oven should. Okay, nice job squeezing in that up B. I think Oven should just hang back, toss a lot of projectiles, and once he gets the opportunity to squeeze in a combo ender afterwards, you know, just get the kill. Because if he gets close to that Ganondorf, he might just take too much damage. Hang back, toss a lot of projectiles. Once he gets the opportunity to squeeze in a combo ender afterwards,
oh, very nice.
just get the kill. Because if he gets
another 20% or so, and he should be able to kill off the side with the forward.
Yeah, he needs to be careful because it looks like he's actually charging too many kill moves. He actually got away with it down there. Good try. But yeah, hopefully Mirza noticed right there when he was on his final stock that Oven got a little too hungry, tossing out charge forward smashes, charge up smashes, and even tossing out the dare.
Yeah, he was trying to preempt the recovery, and instead of waiting back, like you said, throwing some projectiles, forcing Mirza to approach, he was trying to get a quick kill.
Oh wow! And
to
after getting a 2-stock victory, let's see, it's possibly because wait, they didn't even choose stages yet. Wow, this is quite backwards. Usually it's a ban. For the newcomers, usually winner would ban, loser would then pick stage, then winner picks character, loser picks character. But Alvin opted to immediately pick character first.
Yeah, maybe a little different since they know each other.
Okay, understood.
But yeah, I kind of saw this pick coming. I'm surprised he didn't change it a little bit, maybe with Charizard coming, but he's definitely going to want to get some earlier kills. That was something he was having trouble with on Battlefield. Yoshi's being a very, very small stage. Good for doing a good job eating him up with the flamethrower there.
Nice job so far by Oven. It would actually be good if you would opt for spaced forward tilts as an edge guard, except when he's horizontally recovering, he might make it easy for him to get the SD side B.
Right. Yeah. You definitely don't want to get grabbed, as we saw happen to Michiking earlier.
Oh yeah. A great job so far by Oven getting that signature seismic toss that you see a lot in the Pokemon show with Charizard.
Yeah, definitely. I think Ash's favorite move to call.
Yep, always. Great job.
Very nice preempting that Wizard Foot. Noticing that he was using it a little bit against Toon Lake, saying that he's going to be ready for it with Charizard.
Oh, he needs to be careful with that forward smash, leaving Charizard quite open.
Very nice back air.
Yep, good conversion by Mirza, taking the first stock here in the second game. Amazing up smash and going for the tech chase with a Dacus up smash. Whiffs. But still, oh, here goes another opportunity. Nice, and the chase is on.
The tech chase.
Oh yes.
Good job jumping out there, realizing that all you had to do was go up off the side B.
And Mirza has a lot of momentum now.
Yeah, he's definitely changed the pace of this game.
Wow.
And no DI.
None.
No DI. Looking pretty close here. But 70% on a stage like this can end real quickly as you go for the up B.
Beautiful up B. All right, and now we're tied at 2 stocks apiece. I like this by Oven. Nice, and he runs away from the invincibility.
Yeah, very smart.
Yep, definitely a good thing right there.
Not wanting to give anything away, doesn't want to get grabbed or even side beat or hit with the Mega Bus.
Not at all. Nice. Charizard does have a lot of great moves for players that are stuck on a platform above him with the up tilt. Oh my gosh, and the up smash.
Got both hits in the down
Wow,
smash.
unfortunate. Not sure if this was quite the nice choice for Oven.
Yeah, maybe the counter pick not working out so well. But back with the flamethrower again.
Quite surprised not to see any forward tilts either by Oven.
Yeah, not forward tilting, instead opting to go for a lot of different approaches.
Yeah.
As he was coming and trying to hit with the up smash through the platform. Instead of the jab like you talked about, which is a lot faster.
Good stuff. Intercepting his recovery with the flamethrower, getting as much free damage as possible, making it hard for him to sweet spot. Okay. He's going to have to let go of that. He should have let go earlier. Nice
very
tech!
Nice tech. Very, very nice tech. Looks like he was expecting that.
Good up smash, and this...
Oh! Hit him with the Mega Bus.
Is this the stock?
Playing a little safer, I think forward air may have killed.
Oh, great job hanging back.
Yeah, good job going for Randall.
Nice glide attack. And he goes again for the flamethrower.
Oh!
Oh! Oh, amazing
Very
up tilt
nice.
ender.
Very nice.
And we're going to the third game. Great job by Mirza recovering there. Woo.
But does he go back to Toon Link or does he stay Charizard?
We'll see. This time,
It looks like he's going to stay Charizard.
well, he went for the bands first. Okay.
Now he's going to switch to Yoshi.
Oh, whoa.
Interesting. He was playing Yoshi when he came in earlier against Future King. So
We'll see
definitely an
this
interesting
time.
choice. Maybe just trying to throw in another character so he doesn't feel like he has so much of an advantage coming off of the
Okay.
win against Charizard.
Okay. All right. Well, that's probably a mistake.
Yeah, this could come back to bite him because the blast zones on the side of Green Hill Zone definitely a little small.
Oh, this might make it easier for Ganondorf to take the third man.
Definitely. It could also make it a little easier for Yoshi with the strong forward smash.
Nice.
Very nice try at the Dacus there.
Also about
It looks like Yoshi can duck under Ganondorf's grab.
Quite well, in fact. And the down tilt, if you don't know, actually has set knockback.
He does have the fixed knockback, which could be really good against the upbeat recovery. Ganondorf will see if he doesn't get poked from below the stage like we just saw in the last match. That could be something that he's going to have to worry about.
Making great usage of Yoshi's side B, which is actually quite different from Melee.
Yeah, definitely. He was using it earlier as a recovery. He does have the fixed lows out and which him off the stage after he was using it. Or before he was using his jump, rather.
Absolutely. Nice down forward tilts, setting him up for possibly a combo or an air chase. Yeah, it looks like he recovers quite quick out of the down B, actually. Wow, quite brave, but he makes it right through the up smash.
Yeah, very nice use of Yoshi's down B. I thought he was going to hit him with the forward air. Really nice forward smash.
Yep. Finally taking the first stock here off of Mirza, who's losing in terms of percent, but that's not a hard feat for Ganondorf.
Definitely not. Gets a couple of nice aerials chained together and he'll be back in the game.
Opting for the side B again, and Mirza charges right through there. Nice fair. He's gonna have to keep Yoshi up in the air.
What's up, everybody? Can you guys hear me? Alright, how do I sound? Am I good? Can you guys hear me? Hello, 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 hello. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Yeah. Hello. Alrighty. So welcome everybody. I will be doing some match critiques on behalf of you guys. So I did get some recommendations through Facebook, and so if you look to the right, that's our agenda. Unfortunately, somebody failed miserably. Well, actually, I didn't give the best instructions, and so people gave me. So people gave me Project M matches for some reason. I'm doing well, Two Shades. Thanks for joining us. And so, what I did to just choose the matches is just I had a link and just people they could submit a match with a question and I would answer them. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's Mirza versus Evan, which was the first request, and he's a Ganondorf player, and his main emphasis is he wants to know about how do I improve my edge guarding and my approaches. So it's an off week, and so we stream every other week, and so we do our MIOM podcast episodes every other week, and on the off weeks we do different content. So this is the off week, and so we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I have 7 matches, and then at the very end I might request more depending on how much energy I have. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's Ganon, Project Melee, and I guess we can just talk about the neutral game. And so just to recap with Ganon, like he's a slow character, so a lot of how Ganon works is based on stage control and just kind of cornering your opponent. Unfortunately, he's really slow. So we're gonna go ahead and get started.
All right, these guys are still warming up.
Alright, so I'm going to skip a little bit.
I think there's any difference in frame rate at all. There's no lag, but I know.
Alright.
Played exactly like on the CRTs I was using earlier.
Yeah, I heard.
Alright, so Alright, so a lot of how Ganon wins is just by pre-positioning and stage control. So in the beginning, we see that the young Link is in the middle. So this is really good for him. And Ganon is here. So this is bad. Good. Alright, so what the Ganon player wants to do, because he's really limited, he doesn't have a projectile and he's really slow, he wins the neutral game by controlling center stage or getting them into a corner. So in the beginning, so you want to try to force your will into getting to the middle of the stage. That's generally speaking, and this is how you can set up. So you want to somehow get here while pushing the Link to a corner or to a platform. Alright? Everyone clear about that? Alright, so that was an interesting cancel.
I think they were definitely discussing it. I know Mr. Wizard 2.0 is Super Smash Sunday, and
Alright, sorry about that. Gotta scroll back a bit.
We're definitely discussing it. I know Mr. Wizard 2.0 is Super Smash Sunday, and the players aren't really giving it.
Alright, I don't really see anything too special. It's kind of messy.
Well, here we go. Mirza already doing a great job of keeping up and up. Nice job.
Alright. So this is an important situation here. And so in this situation, the young Link is in trouble. So this is like a golden spot if you are in the center. So Ganon is good. So what you want to do, so the Link is jumping, he will have an option to second jump. So you want to just hover kind of underneath Link or Toon Link and just kind of force them to waste their double jumps and movement, and just kind of position yourself that you can react and hit them.
Still doing a great job just keeping them up. He has.
Unfortunately, he didn't really. You didn't really get much out of that, and you gave up stage control. So that's one of the things you want to look for. I'm not sure if Menza, you're in this chat. Menza, are you in here? Yes, no? Okay, I'm assuming you're not.
To stay close to him as much as possible, and here's Oven's opportunity to get as much damage as possible. Really consistent with those edge cancellabilities.
Yeah, that was very, very nice. A little bit of that flash.
All right.
It looks like the Ganon could have a little bit of trouble with how small Toon Link is. Definitely doesn't want to go for some of the things that you would normally go for.
Actually, so I'm gonna go over this next this 10-second clip. I really didn't like the play here, even though he got the opening. So, so this is really good. Ganon has stage control, so you want to pressure Link with the spacing by going here and just kind of just limiting Toon Link's mobility. So in that aspect, you did the correct thing by moving forward and controlling stage. All right, now we see that young Link's on the platform, and the one thing I didn't really like is Menza, if you're here, is just how you try to attack the shield right away. So you're kind of in a stalemate position here, where the Toon Link is obviously gonna shield, but what you want to do if you know they're gonna shield is just kind of wait them out and see if you could mix up your timing, so that a lot of the young Links, a lot of people on a platform will be a little nervous in the beginning. And they're not going to be able to hold their shield for a long time because it's going to shrink. So you can wait a little bit and see if you can get them to go out of shield and then go for a hit. See, you hit a shield there, you miss, and then you get yourself on this platform, and you're very fortunate here that for one reason or another, the Toon Link really butchers it here. So you just want to be careful with your platform play. I think you could get a lot more.
How small Toon Link is. Definitely doesn't want to go for some of the things that you would normally go for.
All right. This was another really unfortunate thing for you, situation that happened. You were clearly no good here, and why I don't really like that you went for the kill in the tether, and you probably weren't ever going to get the hit. Not only that, you lose stage position. And so the young Link is going to be able to control center stage while you're off stage. And it's just really fortunate that that you did not get punished here at all.
And he has to learn which to actually give up a combo, because Toon Link can just
bad edge air dodge was unfortunate.
Break a combo, and
right, yeah, you don't want to chase too high because Toon Link definitely can come down.
Who wins this matchup?
I'm using that Mega Bus.
Yeah, very nice.
And here he goes. Nice job trying to
All right.
those fares, but Nice Oven still gets the grapple. Looks like Toon Link's grab actually has quite a bit of range.
Yeah, it's a pretty good range for how short the tether actually is. But it was a good job by Mirza just a few seconds ago, going for the Sparta kick, but tilting it downward, knowing that since Toon Link is a little shorter, he wanted to angle it towards the parry.
All right. Not much to say here. From my understanding, I think Toon Link wins, mainly because it's just really difficult for... I think Toon Link beats out slower characters in general, and unfortunately Ganon is a really slow character, so most of the match, if the Toon Link plays it correctly, you're most of the time you're gonna have to chase him, and it's gonna be really difficult. So, I mean, the gameplay that I would revolve around, especially with a character as mobile as Toon Link, is to bait them to jump and then catch them as they're landing on a double jump and just trading with a U-air. Or just trying to get them cornered and get them to shield. If you could get them to shield and stop moving, then you can kind of just react to what the movement is.
But nice use of that tether. Makes it back on stage unscathed.
Yeah, very good use of projectiles despite the small stage so far. So we'll see if he continues to use these.
All right, good spacing there.
Less liberal there with those down airs. It's going to spell trouble for him.
They do hang out for quite a while despite how strong it can be if somebody's trying to chase it.
All right.
I like the fact that Oven actually tossed out the boomerang and charged this forward smash, because right there it looked like he was an open target.
Yeah, this matchup doesn't look fun. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Boomerang on the backswing definitely is something that you want to watch out for.
Good wave
I
lands.
think it's gone.
All right, so I would say this. There's been, I don't know Project M really well, but the Toon Link seems to mess up a lot. You're not, you don't seem to put yourself in a position that you're able to punish even if he messes up. So, I guess you know, when you're at lower and mid levels, like a lot of the gameplay revolves around people messing up and just capitalizing on it. So just like being able to just stay like relatively near to them and just being able to punish if they do something really laggy is like the most important thing you could learn.
Gonna come back into the picture and really could mess up any kind of.
Oh, good job by Oven. That hitbox actually goes down right through the platform.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm pretty much done with this. All right. What are the questions? All right, let me just change the question. So, so this is a Fox player, Ian, or I guess it's HTF8 that wants to know what to do against Fox. So I'm a Sheik main. So let's go over this. All right. All right. So I'm gonna just get a little bit of a feel of how you play, and then I'll go back a bit. So. All right. So there's a jab that this player has in question at 9 seconds. So let me take a look. All right, he didn't even do it correctly. Okay, so I don't know what the 9-second mark he's talking about because I don't see a jab. I'm going to go to 43 and see what's up. Okay, so I see a jab situation. Okay, so so in this situation, he got jabbed, and so just as a general thing, so to just kind of show the scenario again. The Sheik player, he runs in, he tries to go for a grab, and he gets jabbed. And so this is just about pre-planning and just inputting inputs correctly before. So if you're ever going into it for a grab like that, I can't. Twitch sucks. Okay, if you're ever going for a grab in this situation, as you're doing the grab animation, always make sure your crotch covers a lot of things. As you're grabbing, as you're pressing Z, you can hold down and away, so that just in case you get jabbed or down tilted or even up smash, you have the correct DI. So just putting inputs in before you get hit and being prepared just in case you miss or you get hit will put you in a good DI. So that the reason why I say that is because at mid percentages, you're not going to die to an up smash, and against the jab and the tilts, this will put you out of a combo. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's the only question he had, so I want to skip to the next question. All right, so this is Kuba Trupo, who I believe is in the chat room. All right, Kuba Trupo. Okay, so this is a match from Kuba Trupa, who's actually in this chat room, and I think a lot of questions that Kuba Trupa has is revolved around a punish game and decision making. Is that correct? So I'm just gonna look over the match and just like kind of go over situations where I kind of just question your decisions. I know that you love overextending, but I think from just playing you in general, sometimes you can get a little antsy if nobody's doing anything, and then you just kind of try to go balls deep, and you get yourself like caught in really bad situations. So I like the forward smashes there at those ranges, because as soon as you see the peach go down, like I don't think she could do much. All right, let me keep looking. I don't notice anything bad right now. That was a bad roll. You got caught. Good read by Fleegro. I'm trying to look for specifics right now. Alright, so one of the things I noticed is you struggle with the mid-screen game sometimes. But that's not the best example of it. Good grab. Yeah, you're playing quite well. I don't really have complaints. Although, you get caught in a particular situation here, and that dash attack is so fast. Alright, so this is a situation you're getting caught in a lot, and it's this jump. And so if you're like at this spacing and Peach is like right here, although Peach is dashing, what Peligro is noticing a lot, and I think I think he could rely on a dash dance game more, but you're getting caught in jump a lot, and you're getting caught in these awkward situations where you're jumping. So one of the things I think you could do is throw more fireballs and like do retreating fireballs to cover the space. But I just noticed that like you get caught in dash attack a lot, just in general. And there's a lot of times even when you play me, where I'm just waiting for you to jump, and then I just go in and forward tilt you. And so you have to be really careful because your jumps aren't safe, and if people are noticing at the mid-screen game, so like if I need to change the color. So if a lot of players are noticing with you that if you're like this far apart, let me get a better color. If you're like this far apart, and you're jumping, which you tend to do a lot, what a lot of the players can do is they can just go in your face and just attack your zone here. And so that's one thing you could be a little bit careful about. So I'm not sure if you got that. So another example is like, actually no, you're fine. All right, let me see if there's more. So this is an example of like you just doing a random attack. Like, what was the point of that? Like, I just felt that I felt like you maybe you just don't know lag, but like that was a really risky down air because Peach could easily just roll, and it happened that he picked a better option of dashing away, which I didn't think he was able to do. But doing attacks just like that, you're going on a pure guess. And if they're fast and if they're a better player, they're gonna outmaneuver you. Like, because you're in this drill, like you're super vulnerable. And you get punished for it. You got in this familiar spacing and Playgirl had a read on you, you jumped and you got hit. So, so I think it's just being mindful of how they approach you. Whenever Playgirl lands and he's in that space against you, he's been going for dash attack every time. So what you could do, as a mix-up is, if you want to go for the super safe option, and they have this momentum towards you, just run away. If you don't have a read, you can go backwards and just avoid the situation that's a mix-up that's not in your favor, or you can just shield, which is something that I think is good for you, because if the Playgirl is smart enough to grab you there, you're not going to get punished for a lot of percent. But if you had the read there to say, oh, he dash attacks every time, then you get the grab and you get some percentage. So it's really important to pay attention to these habits. So overall, in this section, I really like your jabs, and I like that you're aware of the timings of how your attacks work and what they beat out. Because Playgirl tried to get janky by spamming down smash and grabs on you a lot, and I think that's a lot of just a matchup inexperience on Playgirl's end. But like, I like that you stuff it and you recognize the situation. So that was I really liked your jab there. You saw that down smash and you beat it. So I think that's one thing that you constantly did well. You punished the Peach if they wanted to spam down smash on you, and you knew that you were safe. good edge guarding here. I really liked it. Okay, that was a really good. What I'm kind of curious on this situation. So right here, really good coverage. I commend you that you're like right underneath. You know, you're ready to cover. I think what would have been good is if you stayed on this platform, gone right here, and then reacted from this point of really deciding to go follow the Peach if they're there, or there. But I think you kind of just went on a blind guess here, and you missed an opportunity, and you gave Peach an easy recovery. Really like that up smash. That was really good. So, I mean, if Peach is going to stay grounded and you're like not sure of the Peach, I mean, you can easily, at this distance, jump up and just throw fire. I think, I mean, I'm not positive, but you can throw fireballs, and what that can do is act as a wall for you to protect yourself as you're going in closer and closer. Because I noticed that you're really offensive, but at this range, you see the turn up, you really can't punish it. But I think what would be good, you can experiment with this, is throwing fireballs as kind of like a buffer zone, like that forces them to kind of outmaneuver the fireball or to shield. And this way you can go in and get closer. I wish that you could do that more. So experiment with more fireballs in the neutral game as opposed to using your body to trade. That's Peach's specialty. I'm pretty sure you know that. So it's kind of risky to kind of always go for these blind aerials. Yeah. All right. Alright, so I like the concept of the roll, but I felt the Peach was too far in front of you that she could just simply, on reaction, just cover your roll here. So I thought that was a really bad roll because of the fact that the Peach could just react to you, and that's what Playgirl really did. However, the Peach was like here, as opposed to here, then that would have been a really good roll. So I don't really blame you for it. I think you were just a little too antsy. Yeah, so I mean, stuff happens, and yeah. All right. Okay, so I'm not sure what you're trying to do here. I think that was a really bad challenge. Based on the move choices you have, I don't think you're, I mean, part of me wants to give you the benefit of the doubt, and I hope that you were trying to do an up smash, but you just messed up. Otherwise, I wouldn't challenge Peach there with what you did. But I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that that was an up smash that you were trying to trade. Twitch delay, so you can tell me in like 15 seconds, and if you agree or disagree. I just didn't like that you were trying to trade there. Frankly, I would have just avoided the situation by just kind of running away, and then just waiting for Peach to land and punish. But that's just me. I think you know, your philosophy on edge guarding is really good. There's only so much vertical space that Mario can cover before, you know, and it's just a lot of just like trying to just scare off Peach for as much as you can and just hope they kind of mess up. And you're doing a really good job of just covering as much as you can. Yeah. All right. I really liked your segment there where you got away and made Peach use its vulnerability. So yeah, I really liked your movement there. Alright, so that's the really lazy aerial that I was talking about. There was no reason for that forward smash, and the Peach was in the air like you wouldn't get much of a punish if they tech rolled right away, which is most likely what they would do. So I didn't really like that. It was an all-in. The Peach is going to aerial you off stage if you miss. So it was a very high risk, and it was a very much unneeded risk that you took. So I didn't really like that aerial at all that you did. All right, good roll. I actually really like, in general, how you space your forward smashes, just in general, because of the fact that you hit with the edge of it in such a manner that they can't really punish you out of shield if you hit shield. All right, bad spot for you here. I know you try to go down here, but personally, I would have actually full hopped and went this way. And the reason being is that even if you go down here, which is what I think you were attempting to do, you got a Peach and you're cornered. So it's not really much of a better position, and you're gambling here, especially at that high percent. I wouldn't take the risk to go down here because the Peach could easily aerial you when you're forced to be defensive. So I would just try to reset and just dash dance and stall on the top platform as opposed to going down here. So I really question that kind of from a strategic standpoint. Dang, is anybody here? The chats have gone really quiet. You failed the get underneath, but I don't even think that was a good place to be. Yeah. So this happens to a lot of players. I mean, you have the percentages here to win, but I felt like you tunnel vision way too hard here. Peligro was very clear on what your intentions were. You wanted to get that forward smash, and when you realize that your plan A is not going to work because they're expecting plan A, you have to work a plan B. And because you were spamming forward smash so much in this situation, like Peligro was ready for the spacing, so you had to find something else, and you got caught. And I think that's what made you lose the last 40% because you were just way too obvious on what your intent was. So instead, I would have, I would have frustrated the Peach. I mean, so going back here, if I were to give you a meta plan of what the Peach is intending to do, like, the Peach is not going to so Peligro at this point already knows your game plan. Like, at any point he's just gonna avoid this zone that you have here. Peligro is not gonna have any part of that zone, and that's your forward smash range. So she's gonna start hovering like this, or just stay completely out. If that's the case and she wants to stay grounded, I would abandon plan A, which is your forward thing, and start playing lame in the sense of you throw fireballs and you force them to not space the way they do. because when you throw out a different game plan, then their spacing plan changes. And also you kind of adapt to your fireball plan or your back air spam plan. You can begin reintroducing your forward smash because that's not the only thing you're looking for. But because you're only going for one option, it's very easy to cover in terms of spacing. So that's why you have to have multiple things to work on your end. So I hope that helps in looking at the perspective here. Game 2, you played amazing. Your forward smashes were on point. I thought your Yoshi story counter pick was beautiful. And I don't think Peligro is ever going to allow you Yoshis ever again. Alrighty, so we're gonna move on to the next match. I might go over Mr. Lemon versus Foss, but it's another dock-based match. Let me look it up. I have to look at my Google Doc. Shouts to Google Docs, yeah. Oh crap! It ruined my overlay. Gosh dang it. Sorry about that, stream. You guys can cap on me all you want, because I got too excited about Google Docking. Alright, there's a 1, 2. Alrighty. I can do a puff video later, just nobody requested it. Alrighty, so we're gonna move on to Beta versus Gravy. Alrighty. So, how do you guys like this little menu thing on the right? I actually programmed it using a jQuery. Pretty cool. I think I'm going to use it for future streams. See? Anyway. Offhand, does anybody know for XSplit? The one thing I don't really like about XSplit is the fact that screen capture versus like getting a whole window. And so if I just move my my overlay ever so slightly, then it off centers, and I think that's really annoying. I wish it could just capture. I wish it could just really just capture the whole browser as opposed to kind of a screen section. So if you guys know about that, then that would really help me out. But anyway, I digress, and we're gonna move on to Beta versus Gravy.
Wait, it's already started? They're already doing it. Oh, they're hopping right into it. I even have to update the stream. Okay.
Alright, I'm on XSplit. Okay, so Beta. I'm not the best at this matchup from the Fox standpoint. I've gone into Fox, but I think the best way I could explain this matchup is red light, green light. And what I mean by that is understanding his distances. So when he is dash dancing that way, the amount of space he can cover is not that good. So this is situation 1. But if he were facing the other way, wow, this is so. If he's facing towards you, understand the amount of range he can cover, and this will give you an idea of how to space for the nair, or like his aerials. So that's one thing you really want to watch for in the dash dance game, is just watching, you're trying to get in on if you're playing the aggressive route, if you're trying to kind of play red light, green light, and understanding the distances you want to go in on. So if he's running towards you, then this range is not that good for you if you're not prepared. And so this range, unless you're throwing out an air, if you're in this range directly, it's kind of dangerous because you can get hit by nairs. To counter that, you either want to be here and throwing out back airs to stuff it on reaction, or you want to be deeper here in this range where it's kind of hard for them. So you want to get inside, but there are magical ranges as Falcon's dash dancing that he's looking for to throw out his aerials, and when he sees those ranges are available for him, then he's going to start throwing the nairs and the knees and the dash dance grabs. So that's the main thing you want to learn.
It's already started. They're hopping right into it. I even have time to update the. They're hopping right into it. I even have time.
All right. All right. All right. So a lot of this, I mean, when you watch SFAT play or like a really strong Fox, once they have some sort of momentum and they have Falcon cornered, they're gonna do everything to make sure that Falcon cannot move. So what I would have recommended in this situation, the Falcon's immobile, right? I need a better color. Meaning that the maximum, I mean, if Falcon were to get to a neutral state, the max distance he would be able to get is like right around here. But look at all this, free space that there is. So you want to close this space out as much as you can. So you want to make sure that the Falcon cannot regain space and start dash dancing, because that's when he gets his ranges back. And if you lose this range and the Falcon, if the Falcon gets back on stage and he's able to dash dance again, then the amount of range he has to cover and work with on the stage increases like exponentially. And that's how you lose the neutral game. So keeping them immobilized is the key to winning this matchup. It doesn't give Falcon an opportunity to attack at all, and if you can do that throughout the course of the match, like, you should be able to win very easily. So you made, unfortunately, the worst situation here to jump up here. Now you're in a really shitty position right now. Sorry to excuse my language, because as a Falcon main, I'm assuming you don't really shield drop that well. Now he can just spam on you down here, and you're most likely going to have, if the Falcon's good, he's going to cover everything except for the fact that you're probably going to have to jump away somewhere. But he can just he has stage control right now, and he's going to get free hits on you if he's really good. And I'm assuming he probably got percentage here because it's gravy and he's pretty solid.
Update the stream. Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, so Beta versus Gravy.
See, this is Falcon's very momentum based. So you got caught here very poor. I mean, that was unfortunate, but because Gravy is fully mobile, look at how much space he can cover from here. He can go all the way here and on reaction knee you. And if you're tech rolling in, you know, he has many things of yours covered. So if you ever decide to tech roll in, he also has that covered. So it's a simple reaction that if he sees you get up here, he's gonna knee, and if you roll in, he's gonna grab. So he has multiple things, and that's why you don't want to give Falcon any momentum. And it was very unfortunate that you got hit by the get up attack. What I recommend next time is that you hold down if you're ever approaching like that. So just in case, you could try to get the you can just in case get a potential crotch cancel and still run at your Falcon. All right, so see how
It's the play against Jesse Tag. Again. Like
very good,
who else is in Grand Finals? Never.
very good, very good edge guarding. So I like that.
So Gravy down one stop, Beta. Ooh, nice up there. Nice up there again. Ooh, he's been trying these really fancy mix-ups. His movement's been insane. Oh my god, though, but Beta looking like a top-level player right now.
All right, let me go back.
Trying these really fancy mix-ups lately, like his movement's
I actually wanted to point something else that I really liked here.
Gravy down one stop, Beta.
Really good punish there. You forced him there.
Ooh,
Really good ledge cancel there.
nice up there again. Ooh, he's trying these really. Again. Ooh, he's trying.
I think execution-wise, from what I've seen, you're a little hesitant. So one of the things that I could see immediately improve for improvement is following up your wave shines, because this should have been either an up smash, a down smash, or another shine, and you should have been able to get them off stage. So maximizing your punishes is really important. Every time you get a shine, you should be following it up. As a Fox main, you have no excuse.
He's really.
However, because I felt like you were not confident, I thought that waiting here was really smart. I thought that was really good.
He's been trying these really fancy mix-ups lately. Really,
What you could have done though, and I think I do this a lot more as Sheik than usual, is you should have just stayed in this position and just reacted accordingly. So you could have, if in this way you have an option tree where they're stuck at, where you kind of have the control. So if I would have had my back turned personally and thrown out a short hop back here, and I would land if in this way. If I land, I can go fast enough that I can, you know, cut Gravy off up here.
he's been trying these really fancy mix-ups lately. Like his movement's been. He's been trying these.
But because of your option tree, this is a classic example of overextension. You turned a favorable position for you into now you're cornered, you're using your full hop, and now you're trapped, and Falcon has momentum in terms of being able to move. So whenever you have Falcon pinned down like that, you can be a little more patient, throw out walls of back airs, beta roll or beta full hop, and then hit them.
These really fancy mix-ups lately.
So now, like, you're stuck in the corner as a result of this, and you're trying to piece your way back into getting into a position where you can slow them down. So now you work three steps backwards in the neutral game. So these are things that a lot of people just don't notice in the neutral, but like doing these movements and decisions can actually hinder you a lot in the potential damage and punishment you get, and it turns something into where you should be getting percentage on them to now you have to work really hard to establish a position to put damage on them.
His movement's been
All right.
Beta is me if I was me. Is me if I was Beta.
All right. I'm questioning your decision on invulnerability here.
Player right now.
All right. You have about 3 seconds of invulnerability. So, I mean, take advantage of it without, you know, giving them an easy way out. So what you do here is you go like this, but now by doing this, Falcon can very easily just jump and go around you, and by the time you recover, by the time you you know, recover from, you know, approaching like that and going back here, your 3 seconds are up and the Falcon's moving. So you essentially wasted your invulnerability where you could have got them into a corner or something better. See, for some reason on your invulnerability, Falcon ended up having better stage position. That should never happen as a good player.
Me if I was me. That's how I would play. Ooh, but Beta just doesn't care. Just
Really
takes
like your
things
game
to
so
the
far.
back. Oh my god, if he didn't get that tech. Oh, that read. Oh, another up air. That's gonna. Woo, that's that cannon shit. That's that cannon shit.
All right. Well, that was unfortunate.
Beta just doesn't care.
Let's see what led to it.
Oh my god, if he didn't get that tech. Oh, that read. Oh, another up air. That's gonna. Woo, that's that cannon shit. That's that cannon shit.
Yeah, I get whooped. Yeah, I really don't know what to say here. Yeah. You
Climax.
I mean, he mixed things up. I mean, those are the Falcon stocks.
This, oh my god. Ooh,
Okay,
that goes with the
so
shot. Sometimes I forget, man. Gravy's. Oh my god. Gravy's a mod.
all right. So, I like to call this the PB philosophy, and it's so PB philosophy is this: he will take damage, like guaranteed damage, if it means that he doesn't risk dying. And so, what do I mean by this? So we're gonna kind of go back a bit to when that combo started.
Beta just doesn't care. His text
Alright, so that all started off from a tech skill mishap. So once again, tech skill is the most important thing.
tells two. Immaculate. Oh my god, if he did. Text skills too immaculate.
So in this situation, frankly, onside, I mean, this is really hard to react to, and it's pretty much unrealistic. I would actually, based on your position here, just do a get up in tech and just shine. If Gravy is wise enough to dash dance, wait for the shine, and then grab you again, it's actually not that bad, because if Gravy grabs you again in this situation, if you were to tech here, you can just get off the stage, and then you get invulnerability on the ledge, and then you would have taken at max 35%. So sometimes having a contingency of how do I get to a platform, how to get off stage at a low percent in a way that I won't get killed is better. I mean, you might give away damage, but at the very least you don't die. So consider doing that sometimes. I thought, and because some people ask oh, what do I do in this situation? It's hopeless. Well, you can do things and choose choices to minimize the amount of damage you take. So I would have recommended in this situation, given your stage position, just to tech in place, try shine. If Gravy's good enough to read it, you're off stage, and I think you can recover on ledge. So you would have been fine, and then you would have been able to reestablish momentum. We're gonna watch the combo again because it's really good. Sorry, Beta, but it was a really good combo. What can I say?
Oh my god, if he didn't get that tech. Oh, that read. Oh, another up air. That's gonna. Woo, that's that gaming shit.
All right.
That's that gaming shit. A tech. Oh, that read. Oh, another up air. That's gonna.
All right. So. So this is a potential another spot where you could have, I think you panic up B, but you may have been able to do something by like, whenever do you Firefox? By your decision to Firefox here, actually, you know, I don't really blame you. Personally, I would have gone a little bit lower and then done an ambiguous up B and Firefox onto stage. And prepare. The reason why I'll go lower is because then Falcon with the hitboxes has to either know that you're doing that and do a risky back air, or he's gonna go and land on stage and stomp, go back here and then go up here and then stomp you. But if he stomps you here, you have another option of you have a contingency plan here to tech the ledge and then get back on stage. So by going down, you have like a multiple option tree where where Gravy has to do multiple things correct to kill you, as opposed to just getting one hit. But that's just me. So I don't really, I don't think it's the worst choice, but I'm just kind of giving you, trying to make you think of other options you could do.
That's that gaming shit. That's that gaming shit.
Yeah. Get whooped.
Gravy with the climax. Oh my god. This, oh my god. Ooh, he goes with the soft knee. Ooh, he goes with the soft knee. Sometimes I forget, man. Gravy's, oh my god. Gravy's a lot to up tilt. He's a lot to up.
Alright, so that's another tech mess up that almost got you a lot of damage on yourself again. Alright, Alright, once again, tech skill issues. I don't understand why the up smash was in place. Even if they were on block, it doesn't really make much sense. So I'm assuming, yeah. Alright, don't really like this choice here either. Gravy can easily react to the height you're at, where either you're going to be good enough that you shorten here and you grab ledge, or he's going to have a knee on reaction lock here, or a stomp knee. So I don't really like this recovery option. I feel like you panicked here. Good up smash. So, I mean, so far, like, you know, you're not playing bad. It's just you're making minor technical errors, and I think that combo on your second stock may have flustered you to making some, you know, to play technically worse and make some questionable decisions. But you're not playing bad at all. I think you're really solid, to be honest. Yeah, good not getting stomped there. So one thing I suggest you add to your list of options is learning to shine grab, because Gravy's intent, I mean, when you're playing against Falcon, like Falcon's Falcon's out of shield game is terrible, and one of the ways you can just punish this, because you've been aerialing a lot, but you haven't shown grab, is to either just grab. It might be a little risky because they could stomp out of shield and cover you, but shine grab would be a really good option tool to have in situations like this where they're clearly just saying, I'm going to shield all your crap until you mess up and then roll.
Oh, that pressure. Ooh, but the down smash.
Yeah, that down smash was really janky.
Nice right now. It's taking those anger management classes. Ooh, tries for the up smash run. Beta's still playing smooth, but Gravy's just, I don't know what spacing is. Like that up air? The up air was
Okay.
Gravy's just,
When so Gravy, you know, has a lot of momentum here and he's moving really well. And in situations like this, as a Fox main, like, or just as a Sheik, well, I'm Sheik, so I'm lame. Is if you know they're having this kind of momentum, what I like to do in this situation is to slow the pace down. So either ledge stalling or getting on top platform and just slowing down their momentum can help a lot and just ruin their flow. Because right now Gravy's playing really well here. Alright, really good shine. Alright. Yeah, you played well. This is really good. Yeah, once again, you... Alright, yeah. You played really well that last stock. I mean... Yeah, Gravy, I think Gravy got a little too desperate here. I think he was relying on kind of getting a gimmicky down smash, or down air, and you stuffed it and you didn't get hit by the down air, so that was really good of you. And so, really good solid play. I thought you forced Gravy's hand, and you pressured well enough that he had to do panic moves to get out, and you capitalized on it. So that's what made you win the last stock. So, good Gravy for you. All right. All right.
Side of grand finals. Yeah.
I'll look at your matches separate offline then, or maybe that could be a set for set it for later. Personally, I think that down smash was I don't think Gravy's intent. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think Gravy's intent was to down smash. I think he was looking for like a down air out of shield, but based on like his kind of aerial height, maybe he crouch canceled it in a way that he didn't get a jump input out. So I thought that was a really interesting.
First time in 3 years.
What was the last tournament where that happened? Oh, Pound 4. Capcom dive kick, Aver Media, Iron Galaxy.
Best match that we could have picked to follow up Armada PB.
Oh, this is actually,
Evan
you know,
Boyd.
this is actually going to be really
This is like
exciting, too.
this is like the you know, if that was the display of like the top masters, this is our top apprentices.
Actually, I'm gonna go get a drink. Go get a drink of water or use the bathroom real fast. So it'll be a minute break. Do you guys want to see something cool? All right. I'm assuming my commercial break is over. Can I let you guys in on a little secret? So, it's in process, but I'm working on an upgraded website for Melee It On Me, and so it's gonna. So we have to keep. I know it's public, but we can keep this on the DL. But I'm actually working on this site to just kind of help new players in general. In regards to just improving your experience if you're a new player and you need information or even guides. Right now, if you were to find a guide, it's really difficult to find. If you want to learn a new character, it's really hard. And if you're a new player and you don't know anything about the competitive scene, it's really difficult to get integrated. So it's not quite ready yet. It's going to be out hopefully by June, end of June. So I figure that I show you this. All right, excuse the Pixar. So this is something we're working on right now at Melee It On Me. So let me scroll down. So we'll have information about for new players to access. We'll have guides for tournaments and tournaments in the area, and then the blog, the Melee It On Me blog that I run, will still be here. And then we'll also have guides. So if you know, if you've ever been to Solo Mid, they have guides that are very accessible. So similarly, we're gonna have guides here, and this is just to I got a lot of top players on board, and they're willing to write character guides for Project M, Melee, Brawl, and so this is just to help out the community. Excuse the puns. So yeah, the commentators button will be changed to something else. I can't really. I have to think of something better. It might be media. So we want to Melee It On Me at its core. We want to give resources and enable the community to create and do things. So in the commentators or Melee or the commentators button here might change to media, and it will have guides on how to stream, how to record, what equipment you need. It may also show you links to what are the big websites, what are the big streams, what are the big Twitch links that you should go to, and so to just make it as easy as possible for everyone in the community, just to find things. That's one thing we're weak on. And then what else is there? Yeah, so it's going to be guide centric. So and my heart is just to make it as easy. I've said that many times. So let me go into LOL King. So if you go to LOL King, they have something called templates. So if I were to create a guide, TaFoKiNtS guide to... the LOL King is not my site. It's just another... It's a League of Legends based site. But if you look, like, they have guides that are very easy to implement. And so that's what we want to do with this site. And then Lil King and Solo Mid from League of Legends were my inspirations for this project. But anyway, we will get resume. So okay. So this is a fundamental this is a fundamental issue that I would say every character in the game, aside from maybe Falco, is Mr. Lemon here. I mean, I'll be willing to go back if Falcon, if the Mr. Lemon's here. But anyway, just talking for most foxes, I mean, or for everyone playing against, the best analogy I could give for playing against Fox is that Fox is that airship in a video game, and your goal is to create the most complicated obstacle course for them. So, who likes Ikaruga? All right. Alright. So this is the best analogy I could give for the interaction between Fox mains and non-Foxes. If you're Alright, the Fox in the Smash game is the airship. They get the fancy tools, and as a non-Fox, you're the obstacles. You're trying to make life as difficult as possible for the Fox. But if the Fox is good, it doesn't matter, because you're going to lose anyway. And that's how I feel playing against Foxes if you're not Fox. You're the you're the obstacle course to Fox, and you're trying to make them run into things and make them die. So Ikaruga is an amazing game. You have two colors, so if you're you can change colors. So if you turn into a black ship, you don't get you absorb black and gain energy. And if you're a white, and you get killed by white. But if you turn into white, which you can do any time, then you absorb white bullets and you die to black bullets. Alright. See? Anyway. That was a distraction. I'm sorry. Alright. So, why do I bring this up? Okay. Fox, if they're playing well, they can do whatever they want, and sometimes you just cannot do anything. And Fox, that has a really solid laser camping game and knows the spaces and the distances to attack you with Nair and aerials, is just a painful experience to deal with, because it requires you to predict. Because the Fox can mix up timings, they have priority, and so they set the course and they take initiative on anything. The main hope you have is to distract them and potentially create an obstacle course for them to maneuver and hopefully get killed by.
Yeah, that was like S tier, and this is like top of.
Wait! I got it. I got the perfect comparison. That was Yoda versus the Emperor.
Yeah. Right.
Why are we on FD?
We're in 2009.
So, a little known secret before we start the match. I have to rewind it a little bit. Leffen loves FD. He got whooped by MIOM at Apex because MIOM is a god at FD. I played Leffen, and he slept over my place before, and he has told me that he really loves FD. Even though people, the common belief is that, Marth should dominate this match.
He is Anakin. He's Anakin, dude. He basically came out of nowhere in 2009. guys aren't that good. I'm gonna beat everybody. And everyone really recently, and he told people, hey, you guys aren't that good. I'm gonna beat. He started.
He's Anakin, dude.
He basically came out of nowhere in 2009. He started playing really recently, and he told people, hey, you guys aren't that.
All right. So in this on this stage especially, Marth is trying to be a piranha. Like, he's a little piranha, like hunting the fox. And what do I mean by this? You're trying to pressure Fox into a corner. So basic game plan number one is you're eventually trying to get into a distance to pressure Fox and to force them to make a risky decision. So if you're in this kind of like magical distance where they can't so the distances for Fox, the main distances for Fox are the narrow distances, like right around here, and just being able to dash dance around, and they could also potentially do this, or they can go straight, but pretty much not good distance here. Good distances for you here. Whoops, wrong color. Why? If you're like around the ideal distance for Marth is right about the length of like down tilt. So if you were to move Marth here, and he's able to down tilt, that's an ideal range, because at that range, if Fox is not moving, he really can't do much, and he has to make a risky decision. He's going to either have to jump, and if he jumps, then your gameplay, you turn into a piranha at this point. You're dash dancing and waiting for them to land, and you're going to grab and profit. Because when they land, they can't do much if you're next to them, and they're going to be forced to, if you're able to catch them right away, you get the grab. Or you can bait them into a potential shield or a spot dodge, and then punish them after that. So it's a three-step game. You're trying to corner them, force them to jump or roll, and when they if they jump, you're baiting them into a defensive posture, and you're reading and reacting to rolls, spot dodges, and just bad movement.
Out of nowhere in 2009, he started playing really recently, and he told people, hey, you guys aren't.
Okay, so bad drill here, and the Marth is prawning into a grab. Now Pew Pew is really smart here. He knew that he wasn't able to get the grab right away, so he's going to try to bait Leffen after the pseudo stalemate into doing something, and then he's going to punish after. A lot of new players, they go like, oh, okay, I think I have a new opportunity here. I'm just going to go for it. And then they get shined, they get dominated, and then they get killed. And you're like, oh, dang, that sucks. How many times have you tried to go for a tech chase on Falco only to get spot dodge shined and killed? Oh my gosh, I hate that situation so much, getting spot dodge and shined because you overextended on a punish that you thought you could get. So really smart of PPU to dash dance and just kind of wait him out and then go for the punish instead of just going for a grab right away. So see how he profited there by getting Leffen to finally put up a shield and then going for the grab. So now he's profiting here. If you were a Mutiking, this would have been a stock. So this is just where punish game just once again is just so important. With Mutiking, he probably needs 5 to 6 grabs at best, and he'll get all the Fox's lives. With a person like PPU, you're gonna watch in this match how much he struggles to get kills and how many times he's gonna need to get openings to get a kill. With Mutiking, if he is on a good game, he only needs 4 openings. Just imagine 4 tiny mistakes you do end up in 4 deaths and you end up losing the game. That's crazy. When you play really bad players, they probably need 40 openings to kill you. And that's why, like, when really bad players, you play against them and you fall behind, you eventually catch up because their punish game is terrible. Anyway.
And everyone hated him for it, but he proved himself right.
Why are we on FT? What happened? Why?
See, he misses it there. However, Pew Pew still has pressure, so it doesn't mean that he fully lost the follow-up. A lot of people think that a punishment game is just one succession of one true combo, but even if your opponent gets out and you still keep them in lock, I consider that part of the punish.
Left pick go to FD.
I don't know.
Maybe he knows something we don't.
Hey, stage preference, man.
And by the way, Fox Marth is one of those matches in Smash that are like, I don't know, it's like an iconic kind of matchup.
It really is.
It's me.
Alright, I'm going to go back to this point. Alright, so really smart choice by Kevin. Once he saw that Leffen DI'd that down tilt well, he knew that he wouldn't be able to kind of follow up.
Go to FD.
I don't know.
Maybe he knows something we don't.
Sorry.
Out of nowhere in 2009, he started
Matches in Smash that are like,
I need to find the right spot.
himself.
My apologies.
why are we on FD? What happened?
Alright, so he gets a down tilt here,
Why did left?
but he notices that the Fox is like kind of in a recoverable position. So a lot of new players, once again, they'll try to overextend and chase the Fox when the Fox has options again. And that's kind of a disaster because if you overextend like that, the Fox can counter hit you, and then now you're gonna get hit and killed. So really good decision here to kind of back off and go back to a neutral state. So this is a neutral state. The Marth and the Fox they both have access to most of their moveset.
Go to FD.
I don't know.
Maybe he knows something we don't.
Hey, stage preference, man.
And by the way,
And I really like this hitbox here. Kevin saw the jump. Kevin jumped. Leffen jumped. If he went normally here, he would have probably gotten hit by Fox. But look at the hitbox that Kevin PPU throws out here to get out of this little troubled situation. I don't think this is a good position for Marth, personally.
Fox Marth is one of those matches in Smash that are like,
Alright. Really beautiful punish here by Leffen. Perfect ledge dash into up throw to punish that forward smash. Personally, I think it was a little bit greedy of Kevin. I think QPU thought that Leffen was gonna get the sweet spot, and so he goes for the forward smash tipper. Even then, I don't like this choice, and I think PPU would agree with me that even if PPU got the forward smash, Leffen could tech it and forward B onto the stage. So it's kind of it's not that great of a punish anymore, given that Foxes are a lot more precise. But anyway, so the Fox, gosh, I clicked the wrong button. I'm sorry.
matches in Smash that are like, I don't know, it's like.
Now, Fox actually isn't that bad on the stage. He can combo. I mean, if the Marth punish game is not Mutant King level, like Fox arguably punishes just as hard as Marth, and you'll see why here.
An iconic kind of matchup. It really is. It's been finals in so many great tournaments. You know, so many amazing sets have come out of these two characters fighting.
Yeah. This is gonna be a free episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
dumpster.
Yeah.
Come out of these two.
So I like this. I really like this. Okay, spacebar. Okay, that's useful. I really like this decision tree here because if Leffen decides to go straight, which is the quickest option, that trajectory he has to cover it. But if Leffen decides to go here, well, those are probably the two main choices Leffen's probably going to do. PPU can easily throw out this down tilt as number one. And if he sees on reaction Leffen go up, he can jump and fair here and cover both options. So I really like that decision tree that PPU has.
Characters fighting.
Yeah.
And notice how PPU gives credit to Leffen for sweet spotting. He did it last time, so he grabs ledge and goes for the spike. So good adaptation by PPU there.
Dumpster, yeah. The punish game on this stage is definitely in Marth's favor.
QPU takes the first stop.
One grab for Marth can mean death. Fox can also get a lot off of this grabs, but it's a little tricky.
Okay, there's something highly underrated about what Leffen did here, and
One of those matches.
Throw up air, when you end that combo, Marth is in the air above you. Because of the way This stage is definitely in Mars' favor.
Pay attention to percentages, and one thing I noticed really beautiful here about Leffen is he lasers just enough that an up smash will kill, and he can up throw. That pretty much the up throw U-air will lead to death. So initially, PPU was at 70.
Yeah. Dumpster. Yeah, the punish game on this stage is definitely in Mars' favor.
So
One grab for Mars.
now at this percentage, Marth is at risk to a lot of things. The grab is dangerous, aerials are still bad, and even up smash is bad. So Leffen manipulated the percentages with the lasers so that Marth is really vulnerable.
Can mean death. Fox can also get a lot off of this grab, but it's a little tricky.
Alright, so that was really smart. And that's something I didn't really notice.
Because of the way, like up throw up air, when you end that combo, Martha's in the air above it, not off the stage, ready for an edge guard like Fox is. So Fox can definitely work some good punishes too. But yeah, this is a weird. But yeah, this is a weird. So Fox can definitely work some off the stage, ready for an.
All right. A lot of this is so a lot of the neutral game is just getting close and kind of weaving in and out. A lot of people call this a dance. So kind of going in and then retreating a little bit and throwing out a hitbox. And then you're just kind of doing safe attacks and eventually cutting off space and racking up little damage here. So PPU is going to do a lot of what I call the little dances, where he kind of goes in and then he kind of retreats. And so this is kind of to like bait your opponent into thinking that they have a free hit, but in reality, like you're pulling back at the last minute and they're going to miss and take damage. Hax is really good at this. So if you watch Hax's Falcon, this is something that he's really known for, bro. He'll go in, make you think that you're good on hitting them based on the spacing, and then just kind of pull back a bit.
Edge guard like Fox is. So Fox can definitely work some good punishes too. But yeah, this is a weird stage to go to for this matchup. It's strange that Leffen allowed to shoot.
Yeah.
All right. But if he outplays, you know,
Yeah,
it's,
that's that.
Yeah.
Sage's only gonna do so much.
Right.
Especially
Yeah.
if it's not Mewtwo King. Uh-oh, a big shine. Kevin still makes it back on Sage. Uh-oh, a big shine.
All right, let's go back a bit. I want to see what happened.
For this matchup, it's strange that Leffen allowed to shoot.
Yeah.
All right. But if he outplays, you know,
Yeah,
it's,
that's
So this situation's tough, and it just requires just a lot of patience, inching your way in. When Fox has this kind of mobility and they have this much stage, you're really aiming to play the shepherd role, where you're kind of hurting. Hurting sounds a little bit too much like hurting, where you're kind of trying to push them to a side of the stage very gradually. You're going to take laser hits and you might take nairs, but that's the goal.
yeah.
Sage's only gonna do so much.
Right.
Especially because it's not Mewtwo King. Uh-oh, a big shine. Kevin still makes it back on Sage.
All right.
Really nice
Gets
DI.
a double jump back.
Oh, and he gets
Just really good edge guarding by Leffen there. I really applaud him there.
Has loved that that's the edge guard option. Just get up and shine.
Get him and shine. It's kind of similar to Mango's get him and down smash. Both players really good at shine.
I don't really like this edge guarding routine because I feel like,
Just saying, no man, you are not coming back.
yeah.
He's
Anyway.
probably happy about that single laser hit though.
Yeah. Why? Because that's. Yeah. Why? Because that.
You are not coming back.
Yeah. Evening it up.
Probably.
All right, so this is where you don't win. I mean, at mid levels, Fox can win purely by laser camping because fundamental spacing and fundamental neutral games by most players aren't that good. But what makes Leffen really special in his game is that not only does he laser camp, he'll randomly surprise you by mixing it up just enough that he'll just run up and hit you. And that's what PPU was getting caught by a lot. So normally in the spacing, you would assume Leffen would probably run away, and then PPU would probably be like, hey, okay, he's probably going to be running away, so I'm going to try to follow him, or I'm going to go this way. Thinking that because you want to cut him off. But Leffen instead goes like, well, you know what? I don't want to run away. You know that I run away a lot, so I'm just going to go towards you and grab you. So really good mix-ups by Leffen. And so Leffen doesn't just laser camp the whole time. That laser camp can transition into buying you good spacing in the sense that now your opponent's going to be overextending to try to hit you and cut you off, that you can get away with actually approaching, and they're probably going to be in really bad spacing if you mix this up correctly.
Happy about that single laser hit him.
Yeah. Why? Because that's
Pretty pleased with himself, I bet.
good dash dance, catching Kiryu coming down.
This is a lot of damage coming up, but he's got Fox on the ground. There's a grab. Second
All right.
grab.
Just some minor mess ups. A lot of people, you know, when you really break down a game, even at high level, there's a lot of mess ups that happen, and it's just capitalizing on it. That's why Mango or PP, Hungry Box, sometimes they just have bad games. They'll say they have bad games, and on the onset, it's like, oh, but you played pretty well. But if you really break down it, it's like these really small mistakes that just really come up that most people don't notice, and it's just at this high level they just punish really hard. So that's another failed grab by PPU.
Head attack is one of those moves in this game where, like, you really want to stay on top of the other guys and get the follow-up, but, you know, you really need to be cognizant. Yeah, you need to respect it. Oh!
Amazing tipper from...
So that was impressive, but PPU should have already been on Fox's next stock a long time ago. It took PPU like 3 to 4 openings to go from 0 to death there, and that frankly doesn't cut it at this high level. Even though he has the lead, PPU's lead should have been a lot bigger and he should have had a lot more breathing room at this point.
That was an up air into a tipper. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
play.
that's super situational. That's really DI dependent.
That's like the creativity of PPU coming.
Yeah,
play.
that's super situational. That's really DI.
That was an up air into a tipper. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
play.
that's super situational.
So instead of retreating like what Leffen would probably do, he ends up going for the up smash as a mix-up, and so he's throwing these really aggressive approaches just enough that's putting PPU on his toes. That PPU can't just assume one thing and kind of cheat the spacing. So in this situation, in dealing with laser camping, I wouldn't really call it just laser camping. Leffen's really mixing it up well with aggressive approaches and laser camping. If they ever go into laser camping mode, you just take space away from them, because spacing on a stage and stage position is a commodity just as percentages. So if they're giving you damage, you trade that 4 to 10% with taking stage.
That's really DI dependent.
That's like the creativity of PPU coming out, right? He saw that situation and reacted in his brain. That was not scripted.
Yeah, that's one of the beautiful things about Melee. To combo this game, you need to react to your opponent's DI.
We got a big NorCal Chan right now.
Big NorCal Chan.
Right. See how they're weaving in and out.
Right now. Leffen doing a good job not getting caught though, and even when he lands in front of PPU, he's not throwing out bad arrows. But now he gets grabbed.
So if this were Mutaking, this would have been death, but yeah.
He needs to capitalize off this. All right, Leffen lands.
He misses.
And okay, PPU's on the ledge now. Leffen's got a good situation, but he gets caught.
Wait, Leffen missed space where he was standing on stage, just got hit easily by a tipper forward air. Oh no!
Trying to get his way out of the corner. Gets a grab. That's big.
Invisible ledge cast.
Leffen takes game one.
So, you know, Leffen really won, you know, and I give him props, but like, this is where just punish game at the pinnacle smash is just so important. PPU had 3 to 4 opportunities to get the kill, and where he, you know, got a punish game going, and he didn't get a kill out of it, and so that's why, you know, he lost. It wasn't like Leffen was totally outplaying, although he did play well, but PPU just had a lot of things he just didn't punish hard. So if you look at all the grabs he got in the set on FD, he only averaged about 30% a grab, which is not going to cut it. And so that's my notes on that. So, I mean, if you look, I mean, a player like me, like if you watch my tech skill, like it's not good. I mess up a lot. I miss a lot of edge guards, and it probably takes me about like probably takes me 5 openings to get a kill. on a space animal. And realistically, like in order to beat top spacies, you need to make the most out of everything. Like after every grab you get at tip-top shape, you should be averaging like 60-70% damage per a grab on a spacie or death. And because I only average like 30%, like I fall behind against spacies. And so that's part of the main reason why Kevin or PPU lost, was just his punish game wasn't strong enough. He got the openings, he played the neutral game well. Yeah. Last match. So when we talk about MutiKing versus PP, I'm assuming we're talking about game 2. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen Falco Sheik too much, but what really was an eye-opener for a lot of people was how did PP win against MutiKing's Marth on FD? I think that's what people wanted. So fortunately, Riveter, a bunch of people sent me that match and they highlighted the Marth Ditto specifically. So we're actually going to go over that.
We're going to Final Destination, and I love the fact that Dr. PP actually opted to go Marth here. He's not trying to deal with those chain grabs whenever he's Falco.
Alright. So, I'm just gonna show, I mean, before I go over this, I actually personally think, Riveter, there are a bunch of people that sent me that match, so, not just you, but I want you guys to see something about Dr. PP's play, and this is why I really think PP, Marth, fits PP really well. We're just gonna go to, I'm just gonna pinpoint something out really specifically about Dr. PP.
We got a USA chain going on right now.
That was such a commanding start from Dr. PP.
Oh no, PP just jumped in with a name.
Let's see if I can find a clip.
Did you hear me, Tope?
That is ridiculous.
Losers bracket.
The losers bracket. I feel bad for everyone in their way. I feel bad for all these good players that are just
PP with a strong enough recovery that he survives. One of these players will be in the losers bracket after this set. Did you hear me, Tope?
That is ridiculous.
Losers bracket.
The losers bracket. I feel bad for everyone in their way. I feel bad for all these good players that are just...
Alright. Yeah. So, one aspect of why I think PP is a natural Marth main is because of how well Dr. PP weaves in and out of ranges. He has such intricate micro spacing that I think he's better suited as a Marth main, to be honest, than a Falco main. And that's just basically because of just how his gameplay is. And this is not me saying it because PP won as Marth, but I've been saying this for a good couple of years to some of my friends. So just like kind of just observe just how well Dr. PP weaves in and out. Like just out of ranges to avoid getting hit.
He's getting these combos. He is, man, these combos, his combos have combos.
His combos have combos.
His combos have combos.
Like, just like look at how PP weaves in and out, and like how he just can react to things. Like it just fits PP really well, and that's how Marth Dittos actually really work. It's just kind of weaving in and out, and then just like reacting to punishes. Anyway, let's I digress, and let's go back.
Actually opted to go Marth here. He's not trying to deal with those chain grabs whenever he's Falco.
All right, good punish. This is just really good punish. So this is a cool section.
See the smart. That's smart. I mean, these two have actually played Marquez before, and TK has actually lost to set of them. That would be the
All right. So I really like this scene at 6:05. All right. So this is like one of the many moments, and this just comes with just sheer game knowledge. So you see MutiKing landing here, and he's gonna be in a defensive posture. And what I mean by that is that he doesn't have any horizontal momentum to dash dance. So he's stationary and he's stuck in a position. This is really terrible for Marth. But if you look at PP in this spot, he has horizontal momentum, meaning that he can cover a wide range of space because he has a dash dance ready. Now, this is where game knowledge comes into play. Given the distances, PP's running away because he needs to run away from the spacing covered by this forward air. But he knows that MutiKing has to land. Now, by the time Dr. PP sees that MutiKing lands, I need a better color. By the time MutiKing lands, MutiKing still has options. He could spot dodge. He could do a bunch of things, and so PP already knows this because he knows like the frames and he knows the timings. So notice how he goes in knowing that MutiKing has active frames. He's not in lag, and he baits the spot dodge, and then he goes zigzags in and goes out. And this is how he wins the neutral game. It's kind of like chess, and just knowing when his opponent can do things and knowing when they have to make a tough decision. And so he forces a tough decision out of MutiKing here, and he gets rewarded with a grab. All right. And similarly, in the same vein, when MutiKing lands here, he knows he has active frames to just run away from whatever PP might do. A lot of Marts in the situation, as they're chasing an airborne enemy down, either the dash attack's going to come out or the grab will come out here. So MutiKing wisely chose the best option here to cover both the dash attack and the grab, because it's a 50-50. Because if you think they're going to dash attack, the natural reaction is to shield. But if you lose the grab if you're holding shield, to beat a grab you have to spot dodge, and if you spot dodge, you're at risk of getting dash attacked. And one important thing about the neutral game is to try to think of options that cover what they can, a wide array, without leaving any risk. So by doing a shield or a spot dodge, you're at a 50-50. But MutiKing knows that shielding and spot dodging aren't good options here, so he chooses to dash dance and then dash back in. So this was kind of an overextension by PP. I think PP misjudged how quickly MutiKing was going to land, and he gets punished for it. Messed up by MutiKing. He was a little greedy there. Alright, I just want to highlight something really here. So, because MutiKing landed, because PP rolled, MutiKing is going to recover before PP does, meaning that MutiKing is going to be able to do something. But MutiKing's in the corner, so it's a kind of a trade-off. MutiKing can do something first, but he's in the corner. So most likely he doesn't like rolling, so he's going to try to do some sort of movement to get a hold of stage, or try to hit PP. So you see MutiKing's going to try to dash in. I mean, I think MutiKing was trying to dash away, dash in, and I think this was just a really gutsy move. I think, I mean, PP was in a good range to forward smash here, so I don't blame him, but it was a little bit risky. But I like this risk for two reasons: because MutiKing's punish won't be that strong, and if PP